And I think the idea is that Danny expects, he's a naive soul, and he expects to come back to New York and come back to Rand, and he expects, number one, for Harold to be, and Joy and Tom, to Ward, to accept him with open arms, you know, to get Rand back quite easily, and, you know, the missing child to be embraced. And what he discovers is something quite different. The world that he's come back to is not the world that he once remembered.
We were best friends growing up. Parents were best friends. Yeah, Ward was the one that probably picked on him.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, there's the dynamic has changed. Years have gone by, and he's presenting questions and challenging them in ways they haven't ever been challenged.
What's going on there between you and your sister and Danny? Whatever you can tell us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, you know, like Scott said, we started the show with Danny coming back, but of course, you know, for the last 10 or 12 years, however long he's been gone, there's been a sort of stasis in, you know, the way things work, and obviously having someone like him come back would upset a lot of the power balance and, you know, put a lot of balls in play that, you know, might not be too comfortable for Joy and all that, so, as you can imagine, but it's about the relationships. We have good stuff with Daddy Dearest.
Tell us a little bit about Harold and the kind of character we're going to discover throughout the show.
Well, I think we see two different aspects of Harold. I think we see the captain of industry, but I think what's equally as interesting is the family dynamics with Harold and his kids, Ward and Joy, and the complexities within those relationships. I think that, to me, fascinated me as much as the mechanics of the business.
The relationship between you and Joy isn't quite so clear cut because there's another scene that we saw that kind of shows you approaching her differently. The hallway scene.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
How do you put the hallway scene?
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty badass, right?
Yeah, that was
like.
kick-ass.
You took a real blow to the face.
That would, yeah, I did.
That was a full-on punch.
Thank you, I did, yeah. It hurt, really hurt.
Yeah, he's just looking for a companion. For the last 15 years, he's been looking for someone to help heal him, you know, to heal his trauma. And he comes back and in Joy, I think he can see deep down her light and her, you know, her good heart. But the corporation's side of her.
It's hardened her, yeah.
It's hardened her, and yeah, I think he just still holds out on a limb that, you know, Joy will come back for him and look after him and kind of be his friend.
Let's talk about the MVP of the Marvel Netflix universe, Claire. How does Claire find herself caught up in the world of Iron Fist?
I think actually you get the Easter egg people have been going pretty crazy over on Luke Cage.
The Colleen Wing.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have some free time on my hands now that Luke is not at my disposal. So you know, I think it's really fun to kind of start exploring a little bit of being someone who can really take care of herself as much as she's taking care of other people. You know, she stitches these different shows together, but I think she's also wanting to patch up some things within herself about like what her purpose is and what direction she needs to go in, and feeling like there's, you know, she's always researching, she's always studying, she's always trying to be better, she's always trying to keep ahead. And I think she started to explore some other options for herself to be at the ready, which she's wanting to be. As a proper New Yorker, you should always be at the ready for any circumstance or situation. And she realizes, I think, as she keeps meeting these different heroes, this is probably a trend that's not going to stop anytime soon. New York City is busy.
It really is.
A lot of energy, there's a lot of things going down in New York.
When you listen to the scripts, even with the involvement